Love Island USA Season 7, Episode 14. Recap and review. The mood going in. Episode 14 of Love Island USA Season 7 doesn't waste time reminding us how fragile everything in the villa is. By this point, viewers already know the dynamics are on shaky ground. Hearts have been tested, alliances are fragile, and drama feels like it could erupt at any second. The vibe is tense, like the calm before a storm. What makes episode 14 stand out is its blend of structure and surprise. The recoupling twist is designed to put Islanders on the spot, forcing choices that will ripple throughout the villa. And because eliminations are tied to those choices, every knock on a door isn't just romantic. It's life or death for someone's time in the game. This is where the season really begins to separate the Islanders, who can survive twists, from those who crumble under pressure. Recap. Breaking down the episode. Pre-recoupling tensions. Before the recoupling ceremony is even announced, the villa is buzzing with unease. Conversations feel clipped, glances linger a little too long, and alliances seem shaky. Most of this tension circles around Jeremiah and Huda. Their relationship, once fiery, has been unraveling. Huda feels overlooked and hurt, while Jeremiah, whether out of guilt or genuine confusion, seems to be pulling away. The villa can sense that the two are on very different pages, and whispers of what's going to happen tonight dominate the air. Huda wants answers. Jeremiah, though not unkind, seems unwilling or unable to give her the emotional validation she craves. Their attempt at a conversation early in the episode ends with Huda pushing him away, her frustration boiling over. For viewers, it's clear. This is the setup for something dramatic later. The recoupling ceremony, with a twist. When the Islanders gather for the ceremony, they're met with an unexpected format. The women are placed behind doors, and the men must knock on the door of the woman they wish to couple with. This tiny structural twist adds huge suspense. Islanders don't just wait nervously to be chosen. They stand physically separated, their fates hidden until the knock comes. The uncertainty is palpable, both for Islanders and viewers. The results? Jeremiah chooses Iris. This is the biggest shock of the night. Everyone expected drama, but Jeremiah officially turning away from Huda in such a public way makes jaws drop. For Iris, it's a moment of validation. For Huda, it's heartbreak. Hannah couples with Pepe. After her rocky emotional journey with Charlie's exit, this feels like a fresh start. The coupling gives her stability and a chance to rebuild her confidence. Chelly couples with Ace. Their connection solidifies here, with Ace choosing commitment after testing waters earlier. Amaya couples with Austin. This pairing is less dramatic but still shifts dynamics slightly, giving both security for now. Olandria couples with Taylor. Their pairing continues, though the question of long-term chemistry still lingers. Nick couples with Sierra. This reaffirms their earlier spark and secures their place in the game. That leaves Huda and Jalen standing alone. For Huda, the sting is particularly brutal because Jeremiah's choice feels personal. For Jalen, it's more circumstantial. His flirtation with Olandria was never solid enough to protect him. The fallout, emotions run high. After the ceremony, the villa reacts. Some Islanders are sympathetic to Huda, acknowledging that Jeremiah's move was harsh. Others criticize her for how she's handled their tension in recent days, suggesting she brought some of this on herself by escalating fights. Huda herself oscillates between fiery defiance and visible hurt. She vents to close friends in the villa, saying she feels betrayed and blindsided. Her vulnerability shines through the bravado, making her a polarizing but undeniably compelling figure. Meanwhile, Jeremiah and Iris share quiet moments, trying to establish themselves as a new couple. But Jeremiah seems uneasy, like he knows the storm is far from over. His decision was bold, but whether he can follow through emotionally is another question. Jalen takes the situation with more composure. He knows he wasn't strongly linked and accepts that being left out puts him at risk. Still, it's hard not to feel for him as he stands alone in a house built around coupling. The next blow comes swiftly. Because Huda and Jalen are single, the Islanders must vote to save one of them. The vote is tense. Both plead their cases in subtle ways. Huda leaning on her passion and history in the villa, Jalen on his easygoing charm and potential. But when the dust settles, the decision is clear. Huda is saved and Jalen is eliminated. The final vote count leans heavily toward Huda, and while the outcome makes sense narratively, she has been central to drama and storylines. It leaves some Islanders uneasy. Did she deserve to be saved, or was she spared simply because she makes better TV? Jalen exits gracefully, though it's bittersweet. His time in the villa never blossomed into a full romance, and the twist gave him no room to recover. His elimination is less shocking than it is quietly sad. Huda, meanwhile, survives another day, but the spotlight on her grows brighter, and not all of it is flattering. Review: the highs and lows. What worked? 1. The recoupling twist. This was the perfect mid-season shakeup. By forcing the men to knock on doors, the producers added suspense and heightened the drama. It also forced Islanders to make bold public choices instead of coasting. 2. Jeremiah's big decision. His choice to couple with Iris over Huda is the kind of moment that defines a season. It's shocking, risky, and sets off a cascade of consequences. It makes for excellent TV. 3. Emotional authenticity. Huda's pain, Jeremiah's unease, and Jalen's quiet resignation all felt real. This wasn't manufactured drama. It was the natural fallout of complicated emotions. 4. Stakes that matter. By tying the recoupling directly to elimination, the episode avoids filler. Every decision has weight. Viewers feel the tension because they know someone's journey will end tonight. What fell short? 1. Overemphasis on Huda. While her storyline is compelling, it dominates the episode almost entirely. Other couples, like Shelly and Ace, or Hannah and Pepe, barely get screen time. A little more balance would make the episode richer. 2. Thin justification for saving Huda. The Islanders' reasoning for saving her feels flimsy. Yes, she's central to the villa's drama, but the decision risks alienating viewers who see it as unfair to Jalen. 3. Predictable tropes. We've seen versions of this before. The dramatic rejection, the fiery reaction, the elimination vote. While effective, it can also feel like deja vu unless the show twists it in new ways. 4. Lack of resolution. The episode ends with open wounds. Jeremiah and Iris are together but shaky. Huda survives but isolated. Jalen is gone. Nothing feels settled, which works for building anticipation, but may frustrate some viewers looking for emotional payoff. Final thoughts. Episode 14 is one of the season's turning points. The recoupling twist was sharp, the eliminations mattered, and the emotional fallout was raw. Yes, the focus was a little narrow, but it delivered the kind of high-stakes drama that keeps Love Island addictive. Rating 8 out of 10, bold, dramatic, and messy, with just enough imperfection to keep us hooked. What did you think? Was Jeremiah right to couple with Iris, or did he betray Huda? Was Jalen's exit fair, or was he collateral damage? And how do you think Huda will play the game now that she's survived elimination? Let's talk about it. Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this recap and review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the so you never miss a breakdown of the villa's biggest twists.